Right, hello, I am back with another dating story video. Now, as you can see from the title, this is about someone who online to me tried to claim he was a virgin, but it turned out he'd slept with many women. So why did he, tell me he was a virgin? So I'm just going to do a bit of backdrop and then I will go into the conversation. I have my pieces of paper in front of me because this was a little while ago now, and you know, for anybody who questions why I do these videos about people, actually, this person ended up disgusting me so much, and the depths of what he would do to try and manipulate me into trying and dating him and seeing him, and where he could have his wicked way, is enough for me to justify this video. So obviously this guy claimed to be a virgin. Anyway, I have to keep, if I keep looking down, it's because I've got notes. So I knew this guy for a while. I met him through a pen pal site. He was originally from Algeria. He moved to London and was studying and working in the UK. So I thought, that's cool. He's in the UK, So it's, I'm a person who does like to learn about cultures and people and different backgrounds and religions and everything and blah, 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 and I'm quite an open person as well. So I had known him a while. We chatted on Facebook. We were Facebook friends, and then we Skyped each other. And I remember our conversations on Skype would last like 3 hours. And so, so we did have quite a friendship online. And I remember he kept trying to get me to meet him, but I was always reluctant. And I remember him saying he would come down to Bath via train, and he said, but I don't want to just come for the day, I want to come for the whole weekend. And I was like, oh God, he's trying to push himself into staying in my home for the whole weekend, and I was really uncomfortable about that. So it never happened, we never met. And then I remember for New Year as well, he was trying to say, oh, wouldn't it be great to spend New Year? But then there was something about money, about him paying rent, and I kind of felt like, because he never spoke very clearly, and I felt like he was trying to get me to pay some money towards the rent, like if I stayed with him in London to, experience New Year. And I wasn't happy with that either. Anyway, this guy claimed to be a virgin. He told me that he'd never had sex with a girl. He didn't know what he would do if he did find somebody to have sex with. So I remember him telling me specifically that he was a virgin, and he kind of implied that he would like to lose his virginity with me, and he didn't know what he was going to do, seeing a naked woman for the first time. So, and I remember him going, I think I would die from the shock and everything of it. And I was like, is he for real? Maybe he is, there are some very strict Muslims out there, and coming from Algeria, and that's not the first time a guy from Algeria has told me that they're a virgin. So I was thinking, maybe, although I was aware he had lots of females on his Facebook, and I mean, if somebody tells you that, why would you tell somebody that if it wasn't true? So for me, I kind of had to believe him. What can you do? People tell you to trust people. So I had to trust what he was saying, because that's what he was saying. Anyway, we kind of had, by this point, an on-off relationship, and then he came back, and the last conversation we had was really creeped me out, and that's the conversation I'm going to talk about now. Right, so are we sitting comfortably for this little story time? So obviously I've got to look at my paper. Right, I was telling him that I really liked somebody else, and that I kind of had feelings that I might potentially, or there was a possibility that I could love them at some point. So this is how it goes. He asked me, remember when I've been asking you what kind of man you want? Now I want to ask you the same question about him. What makes you like him? So I reply, we share the same interests, particularly in politics, and have many debates. It's a variety of things, but on my part, it's that missing someone when you don't talk that shows your true feelings. He replies, I've been in relationships too, Sarah. I missed, she missed, talking to each other, so that's not a sign. And also sharing subjects in politics, it's not a deal maker. I go, I thought you'd never had sex. Ding dong. He goes, laugh out loud. You believe me though? I go, actually, the politics is a big thing for me. I don't know what to believe with you. He then goes, but if you're going for a date, you are not going to tell him I enjoyed sex with my ex or another man. I'm like, where is this conversation going? This is strange, this is getting weird, it's getting creepy. So I go, what? My question is very clear. No, it's not. You made out you were a virgin. Because I liked you and I was truly wished to meet you, so I must not tell you. He then goes on. If I'm going to date you, I'm not going to tell you I was enjoying boobies and with other women. So I go, so you lie? Weird. Really, really weird. He goes, of course I've had sex, Sarah, and I've been with many girls before. And I go, you really are something to lie. Wow, I would never lie about something like that. It's pathetic. He then goes, can you tell your boyfriend that you enjoyed sex with your ex? I then go, small boy playing childish games, good luck. He then goes, thanks, I've got it before. Maybe this is why I want to stay single. I go, you should. Imagine being in a relationship with this guy. Ugh, yuck. And then he goes, I don't want to be engaged with just one, otherwise I lose so many others. I mean, how disgusting is that to not want to be in a loving relationship because you want to go off with so many other different girls. And I go, I don't care, I don't like you, you creep me out. And then he goes, that's the truth about all men, Sarah. I'm sorry, I liked you because you were pretty. And at that point, I just blocked him because I thought you were disgusting. Now, I would love to hear from you. If you have a similar story about a guy claiming to be a virgin, it turns out he's not, and using the fact that I'm a virgin, look how nice boy I am because I've never had a girl before, to try and manipulate you so that you end up, you know, getting it off with them. Oh, it's just disgusting. You cannot believe that there are people out there like this, and I just find it really distasteful and shocking. But I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to share you this little story time. I really hate guys like this. I think they're the pits, and the decent guys out there, you know, sometimes we neglect them because of people like this who've had a negative impact in our lives. So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your story. I hope you like this. I know it's a bit weird, but anyway, take care. I'll see you next time for another story time.